like this. Go. My nigga telling me to praise to Allah. With some cold-blooded killers standing right in front of y'all. Everybody got a pistol, neither one got a heart. Selling drugs, every fight, it was hard in the north. But I say, all well, all praise to my God. Left a stain in the street when we spin out the car. Red bandana tie around the road. Hope my girl could forgive me living life like a star. I already bottom sitting like I walked on the scene. Homicide damage with the pills. Young nigga came up still running from the system. Caught his homeboy stealing out the pack, so he clipped him. And feeling down, need somebody for the lift. He been fighting with his girl cause he said it don't feel him. Mama said that he got drugs in his system. New image old me, so they miss him. How the fuck I supposed to act with my father in the prison? Tell another nigga listen, back then I ain't listen. Real player with some young niggas round me crib. With some old heads out of jail, leave a nigga miss. Lot of money, but they still don't understand how I'm living. From the streets to the can, either way I'm living. I'ma rip a nigga up 1 second in a minute. Tell a nigga hit me up if he really got tension. My nigga telling me to praise to Allah. With some cold-blooded killers standing right in front of y'all. Everybody got a pistol, neither one got a heart. Selling drugs, every fight, it was hard in the north. But I say, all well, all praise to my God. Left a stain in the street when we spin out the car. Red bandana tie around the road. Hope my girl could forgive me living life like a star. What I say? Press the button in the door, open up. Let my nigga out the whip. Ain't no shooting out the rave. Got the back in the front sold up. Tell him spin around the block right before you catch a play. Came home, started selling AA. Got some dog food on me with some act in the case. Got a K right in my home if you ran in my place. Put a bullet in his dome once it exit his face. On my knees, praying to God, telling him I'm going home. If I don't live up to going home. One night I ain't go home, girl. Acting crazy cause she mad that I'm living like a star. Bitch, I'm straight up out them trenches. I ain't never had a heart. And I'm plugged in the socket. I ain't never had a car. And you want the fancy things, so you better play your part. Told that bitch you don't work, then I swear you gon' starve. My nigga telling me to praise to Allah. With some cold-blooded killers standing right in front of y'all. Everybody got a pistol, neither one got a heart. Selling drugs, every fight, it was hard in the north. But I say, all well, all praise to my God. Left a stain in the street when we spin out the car. Red bandana tie around the road. Hope my girl could forgive me living life like a star. Like a star, yeah.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen of the Bookit sports community around the world. Welcome back to another episode of the morning after. Hopefully you didn't tell yesterday's parlay because that was moose. Josh, you're blown out, bro.
I know.
How
Just
to fix
you
that?
can't. You
Oh,
can't.
work.
You can't.
Um,
We were trying. You can't.
Looking glorious over there.
Literally.
We're
Oh,
nice and
God.
bright. Nice and bright for you guys.
You might get a sunburn. I mean, yeah, a lot happened yesterday. We do have a Lauren Kelly Wednesday today. Let's go. Always love those. How we doing today?
I'm good, dude. Feeling good.
Feeling good?
Energy's up.
Okay.
It was good. It was good. Hit a little 3 geyser. Needed that.
I sound far away.
Wait.
No, I got it.
1.
Yo, 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 yo. Are we good to
We
go?
love some early technical difficulties.
Fixed. It should be fixed. Yeah.
Love
Good.
some early technical difficulties.
I mean, dude, we fucking.
All right, we are good to go. How was your day? How's your week? I mean, your week doing okay?
Dude, we're doing good.
Nothing
Yeah.
crazy, nothing bad.
Nothing too crazy. I mean, life's gonna life, but you know what? At the end of the day, God is good. God is good all the time.
Wow.
Feeling good.
Is that your new? Is that your new thing?
It's not my new thing. It's just like I'm getting back right. You know what I mean? Dialing back in. It feels good.
That's good.
Yeah.
I like that. Josh, how's your day yesterday? Everything going all right?
Yeah, everything's good.
Officially a homeowner or what?
Officially a homeowner. Closed on the house.
Shout out. That's huge.
Let's go.
Yeah.
That's
Shout
huge.
out.
69 nice with a tier 1 sub for 17 months. How about it? He said, how about those Cubbies, Josh? No strikeouts.
How about it? Yeah. No strikeouts for the Pirates yesterday. I mean. Less impressive, more embarrassing. for the
How is
Pirates.
that like? I mean, yeah, that's one of the most embarrassing things I've heard in a long time.
Yeah, it's tough.
Like,
I didn't
holy
even know that
God.
you could do that. I don't even know if that's ever happened before. I've never watched a baseball game and that's happened.
That almost seems impossible.
I know.
It feels like something that would only happen
27
in
outs?
MLB The Show.
You get 27 outs, no Ks.
It's pretty insane.
It's just loading up for
Pretty
Paul
insane.
Skeen's K's today.
Yeah. Tomorrow.
Yeah, I
Tomorrow.
don't think he's on
okay,
bump.
Okay. First time chatter said Giannis in 7. No shot. He's going home.
No
we'll
shot.
see you later. Yeah, I mean, a lot happened in the NBA last night. Obviously, the Knicks are now going to 6 games, going back to Detroit. I mean, it was just a weird game yesterday. I don't know what's going on with that third quarter. You got Mikal Bridges saying they should come out in the half and do layup lines because they keep coming out flat. Tibbs not calling a timeout in the fourth quarter with Brunson and Hart on the scorer's table ready to come in, and that's when Detroit really pulled away at the end with under 2 minutes left. It's just a tough loss. I mean, when you're playing so well and then your third quarter differential for 5 games is -7, like something has to get figured out. A new rotation has to be tried out. Something new has to be tried out if you're consistently losing the third quarter by that much. And then I think yesterday's point differential in the third quarter was -10. So even worse than in past games. And then it feels like they try to make up all the ground in the fourth quarter, and that just never works. But I think the real fault is Tibbs not calling a timeout at the end of the fourth. Both Brunson and Hart had to come out for injuries. Brunson messed up his ankle again. And then they sat at the scorer's table for almost 2 minutes because Tibbs didn't want to burn his last time out. And during that time is when the Pistons just took advantage of campaign guarding Cade Cunningham and just completely pulled away in the fourth. But we go to game 6 in Detroit, where I'm actually not worried about winning. Like, I'm not scared about winning in Detroit. I would have just much rather this series be over so we get more rest going into Boston. I still think the series is ours. That's a game you should have won. Unfortunate that we didn't.
Yeah.
And it comes down to Tibbs.
I love that how optimistic you are.
I love that too.
I mean, it's not over.
No, I know. I was just
Definitely
expecting
open.
you to be a lot more up some ass.
Well, I would have been more up ass if it wasn't like we just shoot ourselves in the foot. Like, they're not better than us.
Well, I
And-
feel like that's why it's more frustrating. Now I feel like I'd be more frustrated then. It's like, just beat these fucking idiots. You're better.
Yeah, I do agree with that. The real AJT Webb subscribed for tier
Wow.
1.
Huge.
Come on.
How about it?
Come on.
8
Huge,
months. No, yeah. I mean, it's definitely like frustrating. I'm not sitting here saying I'm not frustrated, but I also think the refereeing has just been absolutely atrocious, like on both sides.
Always.
It's just like an absolute joke. I mean, almost fouling out Karl Anthony Towns so he can't play in the fourth quarter off touch fouls. But it's just like, honestly, it comes down to Tibbs. Like, I might be out on Tibbs. Like, just the way that he coaches in this playoffs, the things that he did yesterday, it just seems like he's just getting out-coached by Bickerstaff. It's not even like they have the better players. They really don't, other than maybe Cade Cunningham. We're just getting out-coached.
Yeah.
And I also think you're just playing like they're a gritty team. I think they would give any team a problem. And we just happen to be a team that wasn't prepared for the grit. And, we go into Little Caesars Arena and we're just going to have to do what we did the last 2 games there. Just
Can I
win.
say something crazy? I feel like there's a
Craziest
player
name for
y'all
a
are
game.
missing that helped y'all buzz last year a little bit. DiVincenzo.
Yeah, of course.
You know what I mean?
Of course. And I mean,
Dude, he
when
just
you
came alive in the playoffs.
came alive, dude. He was averaging 20. And I mean, when you go get a guy like Mikal Bridges, I think
Yeah.
think you make an upgrade at that position. And given Bridges did hit a massive 3 in the corner yesterday, which was
Mhm.
huge. But this team, like DiVincenzo, brings a little fire and personality
Mhm.
to be able to combat teams like the Pistons who just want to talk and get in your head all game. And without DiVincenzo, Bridges doesn't really bring that fire either. So you kind of just have 5 guys that don't have a lot of fire. I mean,
Yeah.
Cat's kind of coming into his own here, but again, I'm not really worried. It's not like the series is over. We're still up 3-2. We can close the series out in Detroit. We did that against Philadelphia. We had to close the series out against Philly last year in Philly, and we did. So not really that worried. It would have been nice to close it out in the Garden, but I
Yeah.
mean, it just comes down to Tibbs not calling that timeout in the fourth quarter and, Brunson playing literally on one leg, which is just frustrating every time we get to the playoffs. He seems to be injured in a spot that you don't want to be injured. But, I mean, yeah, we move. We
Yeah.
move. We
Move to
move.
Little Caesars Arena.
The Little Caesars Garden.
Garden.
Because
That
we
is the
own it now.
craziest name.
We literally
Seriously.
own it. That's why it's called the Garden now, the Little Caesars Garden, because we literally own it. And I will say this Knicks team, for whatever reason, we almost played better on the road. Like, I think Jalen Brunson almost plays better when he's getting booed. I think guys like OG and Anunoby almost play better when they're getting
Yeah.
booed, which is weird. So it's like,
It's
I'm
back
not
against
really
Wall now.
nervous. I'm more nervous when
yeah.
we're at home because I feel like they feel the pressure. But when they're away from home, they're just getting booed and shit talk from the fans. And I think that fires you up a little bit more.
Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe.
I'll tell you what drives me crazy is Malik Beasley on social media, dude. You think this guy was like a 6-time All-Star. Like, is he forgetting that he's just been a nobody in the NBA since he got there? And now he'll be a nobody when he retires as well.
Yeah.
I'm just so confused why on social media he just like thinks he's the guy. It's crazy to me. That's the only thing that pisses
I know.
me off.
Yeah,
Like,
it is crazy.
that's the only thing that grinds my gears. I gotta open like my Twitter and like Malik Beasley is talking.
That's what
It's
he's
like,
trying to do,
dude.
though. He's trying to get you guys mad.
I think he's just like trying to be like Dylan Brooks, but like that just never ends well.
I don't think anyone's trying to be like Dylan Brooks. I hope not.
Well, I think that's his whole bit. He's like the guy that just like talks a bunch, just like super annoying.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, we'll see. We move. I don't have much more. I'm not gonna crash out about it. We got 2 more games to close it out. If we go to 7, we go to 7. As long as we advance, that's all I care about. It can be as ugly as they'd like. However, I'm out on tips. I'm out on tips. Literally out on tips. I don't know if you guys saw this yesterday, but the Milwaukee Bucks got eliminated from the NBA playoffs, and a lot happened
A lot happened. Dude.
after
a
the
lot to
elimination.
unpack.
I mean, almost too much to unpack. Giannis goes from fighting Benedict Mathurin to almost fighting Tyrese Halliburton's dad to then thanking the crowd as he walks off the floor in Indiana. We were not in Milwaukee, so I don't know why he was thanking the crowd. I think because he just felt like it was his last game as a Buck, so we thought he'd throw that up for all the Bucks fans maybe that were there. But I just want to start with this. The Halliburton family might be the most annoying family in the entire world. Like, that's got to be bar
I saw
none.
the clip where he's like in the middle of the floor, like chirping. I'm like,
So
is there some beef there?
the
Like,
first video that came out was Giannis literally talking down to Mr. Halliburton, which I don't think you've ever seen someone talk down to someone as much as that. Like, Giannis had to hit a full neck.
dude,
Like, it wasn't like
chest.
literally like chin in the chest looking down on him. I've never seen someone look down on someone more. I think Big Cat tweeted that. It had me weak. And everyone was like, man, Giannis really crashing out. And what happened was, I guess, after Tyrese Halliburton hit the game-winning layup, Mr. Halliburton walked onto the floor
Yeah.
and was like, had on the jersey or whatever, and was like, this is what we fucking do. Which, by the way, like,
I don't know. If that's
I don't
you
know
do.
what happened to these grown men, but guys like John Morant's dad and now Mr. Halliburton, like, I don't know what happens to these grown men.
Yeah.
Like, grown men that just lose control of themselves. And like the fact that he did that, one, is just completely unacceptable, that the NBA just allows fans to go onto the floor. Like, you should keep the same energy as if he is a fan. It doesn't matter that he's a dad. Like, he should probably be banned from X amount of home games or not allowed to attend the rest of the playoffs, because one, that's just like super not allowed and super, I'm pretty sure, illegal by the rule of law in the NBA. But also to be doing that to a man that could, in I would assume, one punch, just crumble Mr.
yeah.
Halliburton's entire immune
It
system.
put him straight in the ICU. One
I mean,
punch.
dude, he was fucking flashing the flag of Tyrese Halliburton in front of him. He was holding up the flag right in front of his face.
Is that what he was doing?
Yeah.
I couldn't tell.
Yeah.
I
He
mean,
walked up to him and was like, just like this.
Well, it's also like, get out of your son's way. Like, let your son do like the talking
just
and
made
the
the game
playing.
winning.
Like, you are just support your son. You don't need to go chirp for him.
Like 100%. I
just-
couldn't agree more. I also like Giannis
kinda
addressed it
lame.
after, and he was just like, I totally believe in humbleness after victory. And like, that's actually, so I've never seen Giannis do anything after he won a game that was like disrespectful. And he talked about how his dad was the most respectful person ever. And then he was just like so caught off guard that someone's dad did that to
Yeah.
him.
You can see his face. He's just kind of like trying to process what's
Yeah, he's
going
like,
on.
what is
It's
going on?
also
Yeah.
like, if you're Giannis, like, that's the one star that doesn't act like a star. Like, he doesn't chirp people. He doesn't yell at people. Like, the only guy that was causing problems on the Bucks was Dame Lillard. Like, he was the one that was talking shit. And then it's like, Giannis is the most like, I'm just going to go out here and do my job, and then like hit the Indiana Pacers with potentially one of the best quotes of all time in his post-game press conference talking about the situation. Is he was like, you know, these guys are just, they're talking a lot, being very disrespectful. I've won a championship and they haven't. It's like, oh, man.
That's tough.
I mean, that's true.
Yeah.
He's not
Man,
lying.
if you get championship checked after you're being like mad immature, like, that's just the worst part about it.
Yeah.
At the same time, though, it's like kind of, he just like being a little petty.
But you got it.
You know he is, yeah.
But you got it, dude. If
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
honest, like,
yeah.
dude, this Indiana Pacers team that's won nothing is like talking to
Yeah.
me like they just won an NBA championship after winning round one when I'm playing by myself.
Literally. Yeah.
By,
Literally by
by
himself.
myself.
Yeah, I agree with that.
By myself.
I told you they might. The Pacers aren't bad though.
Dude,
They're
played.
not bad.
They literally only played Giannis. They're gonna get smoked by the Cavs. That series is
We'll see.
like already over. Might be
They're
a 4-0.
complete opposite teams, so we'll see.
I also love that Tyrese Halliburton, after hitting that layup, immediately goes on Twitter and goes, "Overrate that." I
Okay.
think it just makes me think you're more overrated. You know what I mean? Like the fact that your dad acts like that when you hit like a layup to win the game against literally just Giannis. Like, by the way, Tyrese Halliburton just hit a game winner on Gary Trent Jr., Kevin Porter Jr., a 40-year-old Brooke Lopez, and Bobby Portis. And he's like, overrate that. Overrate that. I
Yeah,
mean,
he's just fired up. I don't know.
I mean, that's my problem with the Pacers, dude. I got problems with the Pacers.
No, that's fair.
And Tyrese Halliburton. I just don't think he is the guy.
Yeah, you do not like that guy.
I'm for the first time going to be rooting for the Cavaliers
Okay.
all year.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, there's just certain players and
Yeah, you
teams that I
hate
just
them,
feel like
yeah.
need to get put in their place. Tyrese Halliburton and the Pacers are that team this year. And they got fried by the Celtics last year when it mattered. So it's like, I don't understand where all this confidence comes from that they like think they're the guys.
Yeah.
It actually drives me up a wall.
I know it does.
Yeah, you do not
You
like
fucking
that.
hate Halliburton so much.
I hate him so much, dude.
It's just from last year though, just the fucking dumbass shit that he was doing to the Knicks last year.
Well, and then he did
When
it
he
to
was
the, then he did it to
the same thing,
Giannis.
yeah. You just celebrating when the game's over.
He did
He
it
just
to
talks
Giannis.
so much shit when they're up 20, never when they're down 5.
Never, dude. Not one time. Like, that's the
Yeah.
one thing I do like about the Pistons is no matter what's going on in the game, like, even if the Knicks are up 10, like, they're still running their mouths. It's okay. I can, like, I think the reason why I'm not frustrated is because I respect the Pistons. Like, their game plan is to try to take you out of your head. It's not to, like, beat you on the basketball floor with, like, actions and plays. It's, like, after the play chippiness or when the ball's in the air chippiness and like yelling in your face and trying to just knock you off your kilter. And I respect that about the Pistons because they've remained consistent with that throughout the entire series. So it's like, it's hard for me to upset when we lose because it's like, I do love the way the Pistons play. Like I like when a team embodies the city. And I feel like they have embraced Detroit.
Oh, yeah.
Like
They bring
everything
back that,
about
like,
Detroit is
bad
great.
boy
Yeah.
attitude. Yeah.
And I don't hate that. Like, I would go to war for Jalen Brunson, but I also love that Jalen Warren or Jalen Dern looked down at Jalen Brunson, was like, flop motherfucker. Like, all right, let's get it going. You know what I mean? Like, I respect them for doing stuff like that because it's like, okay, that's what I would hope a Detroit team was like.
Yeah.
And if there was a team that ever embodied the city, it's fucking Indiana, dude. Give me a break, dude.
That's actually bad.
Like, you tell me you tell me the Pacers aren't representing Indiana. That's exactly what Indiana is, dude.
It's corn.
It's literally just corn and fucking corny. It's just corny.
It's corny and corny.
That's just what they are, dude. They're just corny. Like, the Pacers are corny.
They are corny. I just think.
Is that the actual Tusi in the YouTube chat that said, what the hell, Bert?
What the hell?
What's up, Toos, dude? What's
what
up?
the hell, Burton?
What the hell, Burton? No, but I mean, also, I don't know what happened with Benedict Mathurin. I don't know if he was like a point of contention in that Buck series, but I thought that was, I mean, Giannis palmed his whole head. I don't know if you saw that video, dude. I've never seen a hand grasp a head in the manner that Giannis.
Like claw machine.
Like, dude, I kind of felt for Mathurin, like, after Giannis, like, I don't know what was said, but after like a couple minutes or a couple seconds of someone fully palming the back of my head, I feel like I would have the same reaction. Like, dude, get off of me. Why are you palming my head like a basketball?
Michael Jordan. You ever seen those videos? You remember those?
No.
Oh my
Oh,
god. you
yeah,
remember
yeah,
those?
yeah.
No.
Dude, just
Yeah,
walk
we've
up to
seen
ball
that.
people and just
Yeah.
smack them on the back of that and go, Michael Jordan.
Oh, yeah. We are on Twitch too, so if you want to come over to Twitch. No, yeah.
Those videos are amazing.
That's just insane, dude. That is insane to me. Like a grown man just
Grown man, yeah.
just
Palming
palming
head.
your head, dude.
Yeah. Not great. It's gotta make you feel a little less.
When you
than.
say it like that, it sounds a little worse.
But that's what it was. Like, I don't know if you saw the hug, but like, dude, it wasn't just like he was like holding the back of his head, like good shit. It was like a palm. And also, if I was Benedict Mathurin, I'd be a little scared too. You got Giannis
That's a
bearing
lot of-
down on you,
yeah.
holding the back
That's
of your
a
head.
lot of
dude.
man holding your head.
Yeah, dude. It's like too much man holding your head, dude. If there was one man in the NBA I wouldn't want grasping the back of my head, it'd probably be Giannis.
Or Boban.
Yeah, I was about to say Boban.
Wemby.
Yeah, but Boban's like a little
Dude, Boban
unathletic.
would,
I
like,
feel like I
close
could
your-
maybe fucking hit a liver and get out. You know what I mean? Like Giannis is just like
Boban could
man.
like wrap his fingers around your face
That's what
from
I'm
the
about to
back.
say. Like he could
Yeah,
grab the
well,
back of
His
your
head's
head
that
and
big.
cover your eyes. He could cover your eyes.
Whoa!
Oh my
Tusi gifting 50
Holy
subs in the
shit.
Twitch
Come
chat.
on.
Shout out the Tusinator, dude.
Let's
Yo.
go Tusi.
Wow.
Huge.
Shout out Tusi, dude.
Wow.
Gifting subs.
Soundboard.
Yeah, can we
Bang.
get some bow, 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 bow. Shout out Tusi, man. Tusi, I gotta
W's.
tell your prize picks today. Can you please drop your prize picks? Or I will have to bother you in your DM. Tusi, I will have to get in your DM and bother you for prize picks on up today after a 50 gifted sub. I mean, that was how about that Giannis Mathurin head cup? That was insane.
Hey, you should
I
get
also-
Tusi on here.
I know, dude. Tusi, you should come on the show sometime, dude.
Huge.
We can shop it up, man. About to move into a new office, dude. Maybe get you down to the office. Tusi, come on the show, dude. But I also think about it. It's funny when you look at like Benedict Mathurin's also an athlete, so he's got like a bigger head than I would assume I do because he's just a bigger human being. Imagine like, I think Giannis could probably wrap almost his whole hand around my head.
Maybe
Oh,
close.
100%. Yeah. My head, he could like double wrap. Goes around 2 times.
Tusi, let's set it up. I'd love to complain about my stars picks. Tusi, you can
Let's
join the club,
go.
brother.
Come on.
Let's get
Yeah.
you on, dude. Tusi, let's get you on.
One and the same.
Let's get you up and moving. I did see the funniest tweet potentially of all time. It was like a photo of Tyrese Halliburton's dad talking shit to first time chatter. So thanks for the sub, Tusi. Wow. How
Wow.
about it, dude?
Tusi changing lives.
Literally changing lives. I saw the funniest tweet. It was Tyrese Halliburton's dad looking up at Giannis, and somebody quoted him. It was like, "This is the closest we've gotten to one human versus a gorilla."
Dude.
Like, dude, Giannis would murder Mr.
That's
Halliburton.
insane.
That is insane.
Like but
That
when
is
you look at the
insane.
size difference, like that's what it's like. Like he would murder him, dude. Like murder him.
oh my
Giannis is literally 100 men versus one gorilla. Like I think if you took 100 Giannis's, we might have a chance, dude. That's just so much power in a man.
Yeah.
And we talked about this yesterday, but
Think about John Jones too.
if you get 50 John Joneses, 50
50
Giannis's, I
Giannis's.
think we have more than a chance.
Dude, if you could
against
get
a
like
gorilla.
100 of any athlete, I know you just said Giannis, but like who would you like really pick?
DK Metcalf.
Like just
We're moving UFC. I think if you want to pick fighters, probably John Jones. But just like if I could have 100
John
athletes,
Jones.
DK Metcalf is just built to murder. It feels like in GTA.
mm,
I don't
Who would you
know.
pick? You get 100 of one athlete
Yeah.
against the gorilla.
non-fighters.
Non-fighters.
Hmm. Like you get like their mentals, just like their physical ability.
Oh, I'm gonna go Miles Garrett. Give me 100 Miles Garrett's just in the
That's-
I feel
trench,
that.
ready to
I
go
feel
to
like that's
war.
good.
I think 100
feel like
Miles
you
Garrett's
need-
could take down the
I
gorilla.
feel like you need like an NBA player though, because Miles Garrett's probably only like what 6'3", 6'4".
Dude, you need like a
someone
psycho.
like LeBron, like prime LeBron, like 6'9", 250. Dwight Howard, prime Dwight Howard. That's what I'm taking.
That's good.
Prime Dwight.
There's a guy from the Pacers who can really fight. Tusi's right. I think it's something Jones.
Jermaine Jones.
No, James
James Jones.
James Johnson.
James Johnson.
James Johnson.
I feel Shaq
Yeah,
is
James
good.
Johnson knows jujitsu, dude.
Dude, what about just like a site like a Max
Jiu-jitsu
Crosby?
against a gorilla though.
Max Crosby's just a psycho.
Yeah, Max Crosby.
You need someone who's like a little off.
I also think
Just a
LeBron's a little
little off.
soft, dude. Miles Garrett would murder LeBron.
Yeah, probably.
Miles
I'd
Garrett
go-
versus
I'd go-
Max Crosby.
I'd go 100 Miles Garrett's.
feel
I don't
sad.
think you can go wrong with 100 Abdul Carters too, dude. Like that kid's a fucking murderer, dude.
Abdul Carter.
Or like you could maybe get like who in the NBA would you pick?
Dwight. I'm taking Dwight.
I like the
I mean,
Shaq
Shaq,
angle.
too,
I like the
yeah.
Shaq
I agree
angle a
with you. It's
lot.
never bad.
LeBron. Like current.
Oh,
You dude, you know what you could do? You could do 100 two-seas. He lulls them to sleep with
100.
a beautiful song and then just get in there and just get him while he's
Serenades
out.
him?
Yeah.
Isaiah
Serenade.
Isaiah Stewart's a good shout.
I like
Isaiah
that.
Stewart's a good shout.
Dude, I like Draymond. Hunter Draymond.
Hunter Draymond would just be the messiest fight of all time, I feel like.
Dude, he'd just get in the head.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like the gorilla would
He's
be
power
confused.
and he can chirp.
Maybe you could go. What other 100 athletes do you think you like current? I think DK Metcalf isn't a bad. I mean, he's just so big, dude.
Hunter Ron
John
Artest.
Morant's a great shout.
John Morant,
You just
because
need
you know
one.
he
You
keeps
need
the
one.
strap
You need
on him.
one John Morant
Yeah, 'cause
versus
he's
one gorilla.
just put him
Grenade.
down, dude.
You don't even need 100. You just need one.
100 Halliburton's dads. That'd be the quickest murder spree in all time. That'd be like Halo. Murderzilla. I'm trying to think. Who
Yeah, I
else
don't
could you
know.
get?
Again, you have to have someone who's just off, like that just doesn't.
Steven
care.
Adams.
is a good one.
Steven
That's not a
Adams is a
bad
good one.
We want to talk about off. Go back in the day, maybe a Richie Incognito. 100 Richie Incognitos. The gorilla might run away. It's like, dude, this guy's out of his mind.
Yeah, baby. That could be a good one. Jared Allen back in the day too. That dude was a psychopath.
Definitely not Benedict.
No.
You know who's not a bad one that I feel like could be sneaky? Just pure, just out of like a pure psychotic sense that plays sports.
Mhm.
Dude, I feel like you might be able to go like, oh, I just lost his name. I had it and then I lost it.
The Rock.
No, he's in football. He's a safety.
It's raining.
You just pull
Lawrence
it.
Taylor.
I mean, Prime Lawrence Taylor would give you a shout. Prime Lawrence
Ed
Taylor
Reed.
would give you a shout. Prime
Brian
Ray
Dawkins.
Lewis would rip the arms off the gorilla.
Cam
dude.
Chancellor.
No, who's the guy from the Eagles?
Brian Dawkins.
Yes.
Oh,
dude.
yeah.
Give me 100 Brian Dawkins.
Just
It's
that one
over.
hit. That one hit when he
It's
actually decapitates
over,
it again.
dude. It's you know what sport you can't pull from? Baseball. Give me any guy in the diamond, they're getting fucking murked.
Aaron Judge
Hey,
probably
Aaron
the
Judge
only
pretty
one
big.
that. Yeah.
That's a lot
Still
of human.
soft.
He's just a
dude.
massive human being.
Still soft.
It's a lot of power too.
Still soft.
Prince Fielder.
Prince Fielder.
Prince Fielder literally might be the same weight as a gorilla.
Yeah, I mean
That
would
dude
just
is
be weight
massive.
on weight, dude. All right, you get to choose one current athlete to get 100 of to beat the gorilla in the 100v1. Who would you pick?
And that's it.
I'm gonna go Myles Garrett. I think 100 Myles Garrett takes down a gorilla by like the 95th one, just because.
Dude, I don't know if my brain's just not firing properly right now, but the name that comes to my head is Max Crosby. I'm just like, that is a psychopath.
Psycho.
And he's big, strong.
Psycho. I don't
That
disagree.
one feels good.
I think anyone in the trench in football because
Yeah.
they're just ready for the contact, and I don't
Dude,
think they would
anyone
give
with a
up.
neck tag. I'm like, let's get him out there, dude.
I'm gonna go deep dive into the Bears roster and go to Andrew Billings, like the 400-pound D tackle that just
Okay, yeah.
moves bodies.
I don't know Andrew Billings, but I know those 100 Billings are dead.
Look up that dude. Look him up.
Going deep into the Bears
Look him up.
roster, just the most.
I know
Josh
nobody
answer
knows
of
what he
all
looks like,
time,
but I'm
dude.
taking him. Andrew Billings can move a gorilla by himself.
100 of Mr. Brian Urlacher.
Look at that man.
That's a big dude.
It's a big man. Imagine 100 of those guys running at you.
That's a big dude.
Yeah.
That is a big dude. Intern Mason said 100 Mekhi Bectons. He's just too soft. You
He's
need guys that
massive.
will literally play on one limb because that's
Yeah.
what you're going to be down to.
Yeah.
When you're down to the
It's
95th,
Will Ford.
when you're down to the 95th Myles Garrett's and you got like six that are just one arm or one leg ready to like still bite an arm off, like that's what you need. Like,
Dude, I saw like a video game simulation of it, like
I
where
did
there's
too.
1 versus 100, and the gorilla fucks the people. Like the gorilla has like 100, like pretty much like 90% health, like at the end of it, and everyone's dead.
dude, I'm literally
So,
like, I'm telling you,
yeah.
we talked about it yesterday. It's not even just that the gorilla one is like built for murder. It's also just that, like we talked about yesterday a little bit, the mental fortitude of the humans is gone after the 5th death.
Yeah, no, I think that's a
Like
great
it's
point.
gone.
The mentals are gone.
It's gone, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By the 5th death, the mental fortitude of the humans is
Dude,
gone.
after the 5th one, I think everyone's just playing dead.
Or it's like, dude, why are we fighting this gorilla? Like, what the fuck's going on? Like, it's over, dude. It is over. Like, we have no chance. I understand, like, that we have complex thoughts. So, like, maybe if you get to the eyes, getting to the eyes of a gorilla, though, would be impossible.
Yeah.
Impossible.
Well, people were saying like go for the gorilla's
The thing.
junk, you know?
Yeah, but what do you?
Like,
I
he
feel
ain't
like-
getting that.
I
You
feel
think
like-
he's letting you get down there?
But even if you get
He's gonna
there,
throw
you're
you 200
dead.
yards.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, you
Dead.
slap his balls, he's gonna punch your face off like you're dead, dude.
You ever
Like,
seen Donkey Kong?
yeah, like you are
Literally
dead.
just smash your head in.
And it's not even like they're peaceful deaths. Like gorillas, the way they kill
Oh,
each
yeah.
other is by like
yeah.
it's by
Just-
pure like smashing.
Yeah.
So like he's gonna hit you in
Yeah.
the chest, and your chest is going to implode.
Oh, yeah, dude.
And Tusi just said they can carry 26 times their body weight. You think their
They
body weight
bench
is what?
press 4K.
Dude, they could stack
They
all
bench
100.
press
Did you know that?
4,000 pounds.
Some gorillas can bench press 4,000 pounds.
Who tested?
We
That's
we
just
looked it up
probably-
yesterday.
Oh,
I think you can probably also get it. Like, I would also love to know their PSI.
You tell me there's a gorilla just on the bench, just
I mean, dude, a gorilla on a bench
He's probably
would bend
picking
the
up
bar.
a tree. He's probably literally just lifting up a tree. They're like, oh shit.
But I would love to know their pounds per pressure that they have when they hit.
Let's see.
Because, dude, our
Yeah.
chests would just implode.
oh, dude, it would just go straight. It would just hit the floor. Like, it would just you're touching.
It would
the
be like
floor.
coming out of a cake. Like, fuck.
The highest could be is 3,660 joules. I don't know what that is.
A joule?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's higher than a pound, correct?
Let me see. Let me see.
I'm almost positive that's higher than
Yeah, I'm not sure.
pounds. Like, that's
I
more
mean,
pounds per pressure than a pound.
foot per pound.
They have a bite force of
Holy shit.
1,300
No, it's
psi.
yeah. So it's less feet per pound. It's 2,700 pounds per foot.
Do you know how?
So like
That
it's
is
probably like
outrageous.
just 3,000 because it's probably like a foot around. It's probably 3,000 pounds coming down.
Oh my gosh.
And by the way, they have a bite force of 1,300 psi. It takes about 100 psi to break a bone. So they could literally bite your head off.
how much
And it
is
would
like
be
a
like biting a carrot.
like a typical? How much is like a typical car weigh?
Let's see. Like
It's like two tons. I don't know.
nah, I don't. It's
I ain't into that. Been out of school for some time.
2,500 to 3,000 pounds. It could literally put a
So
a
it's
car
more-
over its head.
I mean, yeah, but like that, the force coming down is more than if like a car was just
A car
dropped
was
on you.
dropped on you. Yeah. yeah.
Dude, I mean,
Yeah.
yeah. And there's anger behind it.
Like,
Yeah.
and that's why I said to Josh, is like,
They could
humans can, like, we might be able to fire ourselves up. Like, you get a good pre-game talk, like, let's fucking go to work. But we also have complex thought, and that means that the minute we feel like it's out, that's why there's a thing called morale in humans. The thing that a gorilla doesn't have is morale. Its head goes from fight or flight, and it goes into fight. It doesn't leave fight until the fight is done. It'll fight until it's dead, whereas humans will be like,
Let's go see.
I agree with Tuesday. I think we just get 100 of our best. Let them.
Dude, you know what's crazy is like, people are gonna try this eventually. Like, this is gonna be really bad.
I'm
Okay.
sure that this was tried like
by
a
accident.
long time
This is
ago.
gonna
by
be-
accident.
There's gonna be 100 men out there that are like, we can do it, and then they're gonna go do it.
I
and
would
it's gonna
pay
be
per view
really
that.
bad.
I would pay to watch that. I would pay per view to watch that.
I feel like gorillas would be extinct by now if humans could kill them pretty easily.
Well, I mean, we can.
Like back in the day. Well, now we can. I'm saying
Weapons,
back in the
but-
day, though, they
yeah.
would have gone extinct because they would have definitely eaten them if they could have killed them easily.
Tuesday signed a petition yesterday for it. Holy shit!
Let's go.
If this
Can
happens,
you send that in? Can you drop it in chat?
If this happens, I would geek.
There's just
Dude,
no
that
chance.
would
be like guys
if you
from
sign
West
up for that,
I
like,
would
you are-
never.
You also
yeah.
can't watch that. Like no one's gonna like broadcast
No,
that.
you're gonna,
No.
I'm gonna need it.
Dude, that would be
You're gonna need it, but
I'm
yeah.
gonna need it.
That
I'll
would scar-
go.
that
I'll
would-
go and watch.
that would scar you for life.
The
What?
Seeing
Coliseum.
limbs just fly off.
I don't know though, because you might just be like, you guys are so stupid.
You gotta.
What I
you
think
got
would
a duck
actually-
body part.
what I think would actually happen is the 100 men would show up and have to actually be looking at a gorilla, and you'd be like, they'd be like, we're not doing it.
That's hilarious. Katy Perry's going to the moon too. She's fighting gorillas.
2025, so back. Yeah, Tuesday, can you not do the gorilla fighting? Because we don't need to lose you, man. That'd be such a bummer.
Yeah, no, we don't want
Let like
that.
some weird guy from West Virginia that like thinks he can throw down with a gorilla and
Those
Bradley
damn
Martin do it.
gorillas. We need
Throw
some,
Bryce
like,
Mitchell
pig-
out there, the UFC fighter. Just throw 100 of him out there. That dude is a psycho.
You know, we
And
could.
I don't think
do-
it'd be that bad for.
Let's
humanity.
put 100 people against one gorilla in space. Get rid of gravity and see what happens.
It's way worse for us, probably.
And then have
Then he can just
kid-
literally grab you and just pull you apart. You can't do anything. There's no.
Oh, like you're a fucking Laffy Taffy, dude.
Yeah.
One more slip off of not fighting a gorilla man. Well, Tuesday, we're gonna hit the slip today, so let's
we're gonna
dial
smack.
in.
We've been scorching hot.
Scorching hot, too. So we hit our lineup yesterday, so let's dial in today. Other than other things that happened in sports, the Devils took a 3-0 lead and then ended up losing the hockey game. Here we go. Let's hear it from my Devils.
Here we go.
This is how we do hockey. We just go really quick.
Good.
Trent flew all the way to Toronto to watch not a single goal be scored for the Maple Leafs. Here we go.
Come on. Can I talk about Trent real quick too? I got his
go
tweet yesterday about him buying a J, walking around Toronto. Right?
Yeah.
You saw that? Did you
seen
not
that?
feel high as shit reading that tweet? I was reading that tweet so slowly. Went on a walk, picked up some joints, listened to Drake. There's no commas in this either. Like,
Yeah,
this is just
no.
all one sentence.
He likes those run-on sentences.
I felt like I was just as high as he was reading this tweet.
I replied, "You just lived my dream."
Yeah.
Also, you were probably baked as well.
I might have been.
Yeah,
Yeah,
let's
Josh
say,
was
well,
like,
what are the
I
odds
felt
you?
just
No, I
as
wasn't.
high.
I was
You were
not.
high.
I was not.
There's a
But
chance.
it made me feel like it.
Also,
Like,
really
you were
quick,
high.
I finally yesterday saw the Senators fan video they made. I like it. I just want to put that out there. I like it.
Wait.
Stop.
The one that we showed,
I don't know.
Yeah.
I didn't see
the
it.
band one.
I liked it, dude. Is that insane? Crazy take? It sounded pretty good.
Oh, man, dude. There are just some times where I just get so out on people.
Dude,
I'm so out on you right now for liking that.
we got Uli. Bro, I liked it. It sounded good,
That
man.
just pissed me.
I gotta take that on the road.
That just actually pissed me off, dude.
No, but when y'all were
That's
talking
some
about
shit
it,
Stars fans would do, dude.
all right.
That's why you
not
liked
true.
it, dude. That's
That is
exactly
so,
why you liked it.
That
dude.
is so not even true.
so true.
That is
No, you know what? That's
something
some
a
shit
Stars
some
fan.
Longhorn fans
No,
would do,
oh
dude.
my,
No,
definitely
no, no.
not.
Yes, dude.
Definitely not.
Yes.
I just have the pride they had behind it. It's been a while.
Pride of Ottawa.
Yeah.
I'll let you know what they're gonna have pride in the Stars and Stripes in a couple months, dude. When we go up there. I'm just kidding. I gotta do it. Every time we
You
talk
love
about
squeaking that in.
every time we talk about Canada, I just love squeaking in that we're taking them over.
We are. It'll be happening
I just-
very soon.
I just think that's so funny. That might be my favorite bit we've ever crafted. It's like the minute we lost the Hockey World Series or whatever
Yeah.
it's called, just being like, well, we didn't actually lose because we're gonna take them out.
We gave you guys the win.
Game to win. All we're gonna do is just unleash 100 gorillas into Canada. And it will be ours by the end. I wish I could do a Canadian accent. That'd be so funny to act like a Canadian seeing a gorilla.
Oi.
Oi.
That's all I
Eh?
would say. Oi.
Hey, there's a gorilla coming.
That was pretty good. That was better.
Not too bad.
No, that was better.
Working on
You
accents.
just gotta throw
It's just
A.
so hard. I feel like for you because it's kind of close to Irish, and I'm sure you've done that accent a bunch of
I
times.
can definitely do an Irish.
No, I know,
accent.
but it's
That's
like
one of the
right,
only
but
ones
it's
I
like
can do.
right on the fringe of. It's like between American and Irish. I feel like it's
Yeah.
kind of like the.
It's like if an
mix.
Irishman went to school for like a month.
Yeah.
They didn't sound as dumb. But other than that, the Knights also squeaked. Here we go.
Yep. First game that went under in the series.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. My PODs are cold as ma. Josh's are hot as ma. Shout out the Cubs last
I
night.
mean, shout out the Cubs.
How about it?
How about it? 9 runs, no strikeouts. I mean, the Pirates are rat.
First time chatter said, can we look at Trent's tweet?
Yeah.
Let's pull it up.
Which tweet? The one from yesterday or right now?
I guess right now, potentially.
He has not tweeted right now. Oh, he just did. He
What do we
did.
have?
He did just tweet.
What did he
I mean,
tweet?
this. Yeah, we'll see. Where is it? There it is. Oh no, there's an overlay on here. We gotta get rid of this.
You can just read it. I don't need to see it.
All right, let's get rid of it. It says, overheard this conversation at the airport between a father and his son. Dad, is there a chance the Leafs lose 4 in a row? Yes, son. There's certainly a chance. Kid starts crying.
Shit. Shit. Dude, I mean, if there was ever a team.
I'm gonna say
that
that didn't
could-
happen.
Yeah.
Put that out there.
Wow, you're calling Cap.
I'm calling Cap. He did not overhear that.
Wow.
I need him in chat.
Wow.
He's for sure sitting at the airport, just like, what's a tweet I can find?
No
We'll get
way
some
you're
giggles
calling
today.
Cap.
He could also be the kid. It could be Fruity telling him that the Leafs could lose 4 in a row, and he might
Yeah.
be the person crying.
Yeah, it could also just be Trent crying and Freddie being like, yeah, it's super possible that they lose 4 in a row.
Just fake ass combo.
Wow, that is vicious. Lauren calls Cap.
Cap.
calling Cap, dude.
Yeah, you could probably squeak a photo of that too.
Uh-huh.
You could probably squeak a photo of that too. You know,
100%.
post the photo or it didn't happen, brother. Picture it didn't happen. No, I'm just kidding.
Mhm.
We can't do
You
that.
can overhear shit. One thing I know about Trent, those earbuds are in.
Shit,
He's listening
dude.
to some Glorilla right now.
You
He
might
ain't
have
listening
just
to that.
actually.
He said, "Why would I
exposed him.
make that up?" He's in chat.
Might have just exposed him. Holy shit.
LC Colin.
Calling Cap.
I will say though, if there was a team to ever do that, is the Toronto Maple Leafs. I've just never seen sellage like these teams in Canada. For a sport that they absolutely love, I feel as though the United States just still owns them. Like they just can't win a big game in a big spot.
No, they can't.
They can't. They literally cannot.
They're a ratchet org. Dude.
0
We know
goals at home, dude.
Yeah, that's bad. That's bad.
0.
I mean, I feel bad for Trent, if anything.
He said legit 0 goosage.
I mean, yeah. You fly all the way to Canada.
Yeah, that's
Dude,
Bagels?
Could have went to Dunkin' Donuts down the street, brother.
Yeah.
Dude, it's actually so tough because
Just could have watched on the comfort of your own home.
it's so tough because there's a part of me that like always wants to dispute those terms. Like every time I'm out at the bar and someone's like, dude, like, is he trying to lose? Is like, is he really that bad? I'm always like, no, he's not trying to lose. Like,
No.
I think sometimes his luck is just really that bad.
Yeah.
But dude, when something like that happens where like he gets up and moving for a flight one day in, one day out just to watch a hockey game, and the team he goes there to watch that I'm sure he wailed scores 0 goals, it's so hard not to just be like, dude, there is an otherly force
Yeah.
that has just cursed him in betting.
Dude, it's almost like the fans knew too. I don't know if you saw my screenshot I put under his tweet. This girl gave him one of the worst glares I have ever seen. It's so bad.
Oh,
Trent, I don't know if you saw that under your tweet, but this girl, it's like she knew.
But that was unbelievable. I mean, I will say, Mikey, there was some absolute down to the game. I mean, dude, Toronto's got it going on for sure. If there's a city that I know has got it going on, it's definitely Toronto, dude. I mean, I want to go back to Toronto. That's one of the only places we've gone on a work trip and visited that like I would go back again.
I like Toronto too.
I
That
didn't
was
get to
fun.
go.
I had a great time.
Gotta get that.
What do you
freaking-
like? I know it's like kind of New York.
It was just clean. It was
Sorta.
nice. It's also just
Yeah.
like I could listen to Drake and feel immersed. That was just pretty much it.
Mm.
Like when Trent said he did that, I did that when we went to Canada. I was like, this is the best experience I've ever had in a city because like
You
never
look
been
at
to
the
Toronto
CN
before.
Tower.
Yeah, you know what I mean? You do. You see it.
Yeah.
And I was just like, man, that's literally the only reason why I'd go back to Toronto is I could just listen to Drake and be in the city.
With
In
the new album
six,
out
dude.
too.
Probably hits so
Oh my
different,
god,
dude.
driving at night listening to the new album.
You have to rent a car there next time.
Shit. I would, dude. I actually would just so I
I'll
could
meet
do
up with
that.
y'all later. My head hurts.
Yeah, I gotta hit the highway, listen to 6 God, dude. Yeah, I did spend a fortune at the OVO store, and I'd do it again. I would do it again.
Yeah.
I'll do it again. Other than that, the Yankees hit 4 home runs in the first inning, 3 home runs in the first inning. They're the first team to do that, I think, in MLB history in multiple games. In a
It was
single season.
outrageous, dude. And I don't know if you saw, but I had Kyle Gibson hits allowed, and it was either his demon. I took his demon. I didn't post the demon, but took the goblin or whatever. It was 3.5. All 4 hits, home runs. It was unbelievable.
So it was 4 homers.
That's
4
insane.
homers.
4 homers in
Yeah.
the first inning. That is just,
Yeah, that's
It was
crazy.
outrageous, dude. They were. Just,
I mean,
it was some of the worst pitches I've ever
T-ball.
seen.
shit.
Yeah.
What do you do? Like, if you're Goots, what do you do?
Trent had $2,000 on their team total the day before.
Of course. Of course.
4 home runs in the first inning.
Like, I just hope you guys know the next time the Maple Leafs play, they're going to score 1,000 goals
Yeah.
and beat Ottawa.
They're gonna score 7. It's gonna be 7-3 the next game.
Literally 7-3. You could take the over. You could take the Leafs team total. You could take Austin Matthews' goal. Like,
Yeah.
come on.
Yeah. You could just lock in whatever the 5-6 man he locked in. It's for sure green.
Boots. Oh, that's Goots. Boots on ground tonight.
For the O's.
Yeah.
That feels like auto fade. Other than that, though,
Just me. We're back. We're good. We're good.
Yeah, Trent also had a grand on the A's at Rangers over the day before, but when DeGrom's on, it goes over. I'm sure. Of course, dude. Of course.
Yeah, but it was also an A's bullpen game. So
Should have known.
it was never the A's scoring runs. It's going to be the Rangers.
Should have known. The Celtics advance. And then I can't get a read on some of these NBA games. The Clippers got absolutely smoked, dude. Like the Clippers got absolutely smoked cheddar.
Yep.
Did you see the DeGrom is out? He was just mowing them down.
No way.
Just mowing them down. He was under 70 pitches through like 6 innings, I think. It was insane.
How many Ks?
7. He looked good. And his ERA is like 2.7 something now, I think, which is huge. Need under 3. So
Okay.
That is the only baseball jersey I have of the Rangers is DeGrom. So shout out, dude.
yeah, 2.73.
I mean, yeah.
So you're telling me he shoved
Dude.
for
He
7
looked
innings,
so good.
got 7 Ks.
Mm-hmm.
Think that's probably one of the best games he's had since the injury.
100%.
Sure, yeah.
And we took a guy to get 10 Ks in the goat well. Like I just don't like
It's a
that is
sensitive
so
subject.
many Ks.
For Skeens.
Just like 10. That is so many fucking strikeouts.
That's a lot, dude.
Yeah.
like
yeah.
you literally have to be pitching a perfect game to start the game to even have a chance.
You need to have 2. You probably need 4 in the first 2 to feel like you have like a good chance. I feel like.
And that's to feel like you have a chance.
Because I feel like once like you see the lineup twice, your chances start going down.
100%.
Well, it's interesting because like Skeens, like obviously he's doing good this year. It's just like I feel like he's not throwing as hard as he was.
Well, he added the splinker. I don't know if you heard.
Yeah, for sure. For sure, the Splink. I think
Heard
he had
about that
a
all
cutter
offseason.
or something.
How many does he need? Like 5 or 10K games? Skeens?
4?
4.
I
Trent's
think,
brother
Trent.
had a baby today. Let's go.
Oh,
Let's go.
wow.
Congratulations.
Let's go.
Congratulations. 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 Praying for good health. Praying for good health.
Beautiful.
That's W. That's
W Unk.
W hung.
But yeah, where are you at in terms of the Rangers now? You believe? Are you back in?
Just gotta get the bats hot. And I mean, yesterday was a good start to that, but yeah, they're gonna be just fine.
So now can I ask you
Once we have Corey back for sure.
can I ask you the question I've been holstering for a really long time?
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Quinn Ewers dropped to about 7th round in the NFL draft. And I'm not saying that I'm a talent scout. I'm not saying I'm an NFL scout, but
Yeah. No, I mean, I think like a lot of people, I was surprised. I was surprised to see him go that late, but like I don't know if I could be any happier with where he ended up.
It is a good spot.
Like
for him.
genuinely, like I'm not just saying that. Like I would prefer him go the Dolphins over the Browns, the Giants, like Raiders. I really like this spot for him because he has a chance to play. Zach Wilson, get out of here. Tua, hope nothing happens. Pretty injury prone, so he could see the field decently early as long as he. I don't know. I'm excited for him to be on a team that I feel like will develop him pretty well. So, and it's a good offense.
do you have thoughts on not only Ryan Leonard but Will Howard both getting drafted over?
I thought that was insane. No, that's not even them. It's
Curtis-
Cam Miller, dude.
Well,
And
he's not
Curtis
going to play.
Rourke.
Yeah, Curtis Rourke is. Yeah.
Cam Miller going in front of him.
Cam
was-
Miller's not going to play quarterback though. They drafted him as like a receiver or something.
Curtis
okay.
Rourke
Okay.
had an air raid offense in the Big Ten. That's pretty impressive.
No, but it's just crazy to think that he got drafted.
Yeah.
I actually think that is the worst situation he could have gotten drafted.
Ooh, I just.
If Quinn
I think you
Ewers
just
plays,
said
he's going to
that.
have to play the Bills twice. He's going to have to play
Whoa.
that Patriots defense twice, and he's going to have to play us twice. And I would be licking yop if Quinn Ewers. I'd be more scared of Zach Wilson than Quinn Ewers
Oh, boy.
because Zach Wilson, I just know would beat us.
I know
that's
you
all
just
that
have
is.
like this hatred towards him, and that's fine. But we don't know until we know, right? I'm excited for him. I think it's really cool that he decided to enter the draft and turn down the money just to like follow his dreams and go into that next phase of his life. I really respect him just betting on himself, and I wish him the best.
Am I the only one though that thinks why not go back to college actually like perform at a different school and get drafted in the top 5,
Well,
10, which he totally could.
Well, the reason why he got drafted so late is a big one is he's injury prone. He's been injury prone, and him going back to college doesn't help him at all.
Mm.
You know what I mean?
Mm.
Money's not the problem. He's already got his bag.
Mm.
He said he wanted to finish his legacy as a Longhorn, which obviously I love that. I think that's so cool, and it's super rare to see guys do that this year. There's a lot of unloyalty, and he's just loyal. Like, I want to finish as a Longhorn, and I know Arch is starting next year. Move to the next phase of my life, and I think that's cool. I think it's really cool.
We'll see.
Because there's something about being a Longhorns quarterback, dude.
I fucking hope he starts this year, dude. I would lick yop.
Well, people are gonna have to get hurt for that to happen.
Speaking of the NFL, the Falcons were fined $250K and Ulbrich got fined $100K for the prank call that happened to Shedeur Sanders. I think that's good. Yeah, that there's punishments, but I will say I do think it's absurd once again that Shedeur is treated differently than every other.
Well, it came up. There was like 10 different
them,
athletes that got prank called, and it's like,
Kyle
why is
Warren,
that
too.
one?
I think it's just. I think that it was the same kids doing it all though.
But last year, Cooper DeJean got prank called 3 times.
That's true,
Nothing happened. I just feel like I don't not like Shedeur, but he gets treated different than every other athlete, and I'm starting to get tired of the discourse around him. Can we take a minute that Cam Ward was the first overall pick? Like, the fact that Cam Ward, and I think if there's one guy that actually doesn't care about it, but the fact that Cam Ward was like a unanimous number 1 overall pick, and the only thing that's talked about in his draft that he is the face of is Shedeur Sanders is so annoying. Yeah. The kid started Incarnate Word and is now a number 1 overall draft pick, and we're talking about Shedeur Sanders. Yeah. Is that not frustrating for anybody else? Incarnate Word, no offers, no star. To the number 1 overall pick in the NFL draft. That's insane.
I think that's why people don't care. It's because he's like hasn't been that guy forever. I think that's why.
I just think it's unfair to him, but
it is unfair. I think the
Shedeur Sanders started at Jackson State because he couldn't play anywhere else. He probably would have been an Incarnate Word. I think he's going to be really good on the Titans. I keep getting Cam Ward workout videos, and I'm just completely sold.
Just a big football guy.
Huge football guy.
Big football guy. I like him a lot.
Which leads me to my setup. Josh, why don't you go ahead and pull up the video I tweeted this morning?
Justin Fields throwing ball.
Yeah, why don't you just go get that up?
Justin Fields throwing a ball.
Why don't you go ahead and get that up and moving?
With all due respect.
Don't do it.
Okay. It's just if there's a quarterback I'm licking chops for.
Yeah. The guy that went over 500 for the Steelers last year with no weapons?
The one that can't take care of the ball.
Talking about not taking care of the ball. Talking about not taking care of the ball, dude.
I wish him the best, though, of course. I want everyone to succeed. No, for your sake, I'm so serious. And this is so genuine. I hope he is him. Because I want nothing more than for you to be able to splooge over your Jets again.
I mean, he's going to be him.
All right.
Let's just look at this throw. Let's break it down. Drop back is beautiful.
Oh, wait.
What I want you to notice is Justin Fields has completely removed. Are you ready for this? The pat. Went back and watched his Bears tape. He was a big.
He didn't always do it, though.
And then on the Steelers.
Yeah.
Completely removed the pat. That is a beautiful ball.
I will tell you that he doesn't do the pat.
That's almost better than Aaron Rodgers' throw. I got more excited watching that throw than watching Aaron Rodgers' throw. Is it because Justin Fields has insane aura? Maybe.
Yes.
I mean, look at that guy go.
Definitely has aura.
I mean, he is.
He definitely has aura.
He definitely has aura.
A throw like that just gets me all the way back in.
I mean, yeah.
It gets me all the way back in.
Yeah.
Also, it's good to see everyone showing up to the voluntary workouts. We've had a couple guys in past years that wouldn't show up to voluntary workouts. It's good to see Breece Hall at the voluntaries. Good to see Garrett at the voluntaries. Like, it's good to see everybody.
I feel like
at
there's
the
a new
voluntaries.
energy brewing for you guys, you know?
Such a new energy, dude. Such a new energy, dude. It feels like we're bought back in, and it feels like we're building a culture for the first time in a long, long time, which feels good. I will say, I do think it's weird when athletes of a city go to, like, I think it's weird that Russell Wilson and like Justin Fields sit courtside at the Knicks games and like we treat them like they're New York fan. I don't know. There's something that hit me weird last night where it's like Russell Wilson now the quarterback of the Giants, but it's now he's
Fields.
like courtside, and Justin Fields like grew up in Georgia. I know he's definitely a Hawks fan. Like, I think it's weird that athletes, when they come to a city, obviously like they want to be in front of the fans and be like, yo, I'm embracing the city.
Yeah.
But to put him in a box, I don't need like fake fans sitting courtside. Like Russell Wilson was courtside. Why is he courtside? There's no reason for him. He's not a Knicks fan. In one of the biggest games of the year, I got Russell Wilson sitting courtside, aura farming. Get that out of here, dude. They got Abdul Carter almost in the top deck. He was so far back. But he's from Philly. I guarantee he's a Sixers fan.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
I think they're just showing support.
I guess, it's just support.
They're just trying to support.
I mean, they definitely are, but I think put them in a box. They don't need to be courtside. Aura farming. You know what I mean? That's what they're doing. Like, they're not actually there to be like, hey, let's go.
Yeah.
They're aura farming.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's a weird take.
People really want me to show this fucking Dalton Varsho catch.
Okay, go ahead.
I don't know if you saw it. Did you see it?
No.
I did not see
It's
this.
insane. It's insane. I saw it last night.
Oh, when he fell?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I did too. But yeah, let's see it.
Oh, yes, I did see that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty nuts.
Let's rip it up.
A little
Oh,
behind the backer.
Well, I mean, first of all,
How do you play?
but also just insane.
It went from embarrassing to sick.
Like, so sick. I can't imagine what was going through his head when he slipped. He was, oh, shit. And then he caught it. He was like,
And that ball was coming down fast for him. That's pretty cool.
he was probably more relieved than anything. Like, I feel like when that happens, you're more relieved than you are impressed with yourself. Yeah. Like, wow, that could have
He just wanted to make ESPN top 10 plays.
The mics are chalked.
Why are the mics?
The mics are chalked.
That was because this thing's going so. Oceans. What?
Scuba girl.
Talk. 1, 2.
Check, check. 1, 2.
1, 2.
It should be fun.
W's, yeah, the 10s.
Better now. Back. Yeah, I mean, that's probably what, catch a year already in baseball? Just a quick slip?
Yeah, for sure.
And
Yeah.
then just throw it out back.
I think the most impressive one was it was Easter Sunday when Ellie De La Cruz made that insane like diving catch.
Oh, yeah.
That
crazy,
was probably the most impressive.
Javi Baez had a pretty sick catch yesterday, too.
Javi Baez is
In
still
center
getting
field.
burned,
Dude,
dude.
they moved him to
I didn't see
center
that.
field. He's actually been playing really good defensively. Oddly enough.
Speaking of, I guess Javi Baez is still playing really weird things that are going on in the world. I don't know if you saw this, but the Eagles visited the White House.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, Saquon Barkley caught a lot of heat, which I just think is so fucking stupid. But the funniest thing that happened is an Eagles player called a peep of Ivanka Trump.
What?
And it knocked him off his socks.
I didn't see
A rookie on the Eagles tweeted, wow, Donald Trump's daughter is fine. And then he said, I need to know if Ivanka Trump is single. And that might have been the greatest thing to ever come out of a White House visit. And I got to be real with you. I have never aligned with an athlete more because they showed photos of her pulling up. And I was like, dude, if I'm him, I'm in the same boat. I'm going, oh, my mother of God. Because I mean, I've never like laughed as hard as I have when I saw the tweet. But I also love that he took it to Twitter
Yeah.
and was just like, yo,
Respect.
Donald Trump's daughter's fine.
Oh my God, wait, it was Eli Ricks.
Yeah,
That's so
Eli
funny.
Ricks. Eli Ricks hit him with it.
That's so funny.
That's just crazy.
That is so funny.
Crazy to me, dude. Crazy to me. That he was just like, fuck, dude. Imagine seeing a girl so fine that you got to hit social media about it. Like, you can't just tell your teammates that are there. You got to be like, yo, you guys
Literally-
should have seen what I saw.
Every SEC cameraman.
Yeah, literally.
They know how to spot them.
Yeah, of course. That's so good. Yeah, you know for sure if you're tuning in an SEC game and a big play happens, they're cutting to a dime piece.
Oh, yeah.
It's just like, I think that's got to be in their contracts. I think they have a photo of her at the White House too, if you can Google that, but whatever. I doubt it. Also, crazy that, I mean, yeah, I'm not going to get political. Just forget it. But I just love that he saw a woman so attractive that he didn't know what to do other than hit Twitter about it.
Like in the green.
Like
Or
he just had to
blue?
get it off
Blue?
his chest.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like he was thinking about her so much that he was like, I need this off. I need this weight off.
Oh, here we go.
Rooting for Eli Ricks, dude. Rooting for Eli Ricks. I don't even know if she's single. Is she single?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
If anyone knows Ivanka,
pic?
put in a word for Eli, brother.
That pic?
No, I think she was in all white, the one that I saw.
Well, this one's for the White House Philadelphia Eagles reception.
Potentially.
Potentials.
Potentially. I mean, yeah, shooters got to shoot, you know? Let it go.
Sometimes you gotta.
Let that shit go. Let that shit ring. She's not. Ah, that sucks. Yeah. That sucks. That's something I think you got to check before you throw the tweet out, you know?
Yeah, probably.
That's just tough. That's a tough look for the kid.
Yeah.
But shout out Eli Ricks. Sometimes you just got to shoot. You know, you never know. Maybe she sees a tweet. She goes, wow, Eli Ricks, good looking guy.
I did think he was kind of cute.
Yeah. You know what? There was something about that Eli guy. CJ Gardner-Johnson also took to Instagram Live to tell people that he was not going to be at the White House because he was too busy getting fat as shit.
Mm-hmm.
Believe that one?
No.
He said, I've been eating too much. I didn't want to squeeze my fat neck into a suit.
Sure.
That is just not an off-season program that I would have faith in. If
Wait,
I
who
am a
said
fan
that?
of
I'm so sorry. I missed
CJ
it.
Gardner-Johnson. Yeah,
Oh.
he was just fucking around, though. He just didn't want to
He's
go.
like, I can't fit myself in a suit right now.
He just didn't want to go.
If I'm the Texans, I'm in Moose. You're telling me CJ Gardner-Johnson spent the offseason eating? That's crazy. He did
Always
look
on
a
the
little
Texans,
bigger.
though. I forgot about
He did look a little bigger. He put on a little bit of weight. That's like UFC fighter Patty Pimblett.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah, he puts on pounds.
After the fight, he just eats pizza. And he's like,
Yeah.
I'd rather be fat and happy than skinny and
That's real.
botted.
It's so real.
I feel like I do want to get to an age where I'm just like, I'd rather just let myself go and just be just
As soon as you get married, it's like, fine.
Josh, you're about to be there, dude.
Yeah, I could, I
Yeah,
guess.
you could just let
Yeah,
yourself
You
whole
get
year,
married,
go.
or you just gonna let it go.
I got a whole year. No. I'm trying not to.
Just gonna let it all go.
I'm
Let it
trying
all
not to.
hang out, dude. There's this guy I follow on I think
all
we showed them one time, the guy Bosch.
Yeah,
He just lives a great life. His family gets so amped every time they order Chinese food, and he orders like 5 metric tons of Chinese food every time they order. And he just gets so amped when they order Chinese. And I was like, man, that'd be like such a great dad life to live. You just say we're doing Chinese takeout, and the whole family just busts.
We're back.
Somebody's fighting. Are we getting
This,
fought?
this computer's fighting demons right now.
Yeah, dude, we got a computer fighting demons. Demons. All right, should we surf some Slate? Should we talk some games? Is there anything that happened that you'd want to talk about that you saw that's going on in your life that you feel like would be a good conversation?
No, I feel like a lot hasn't happened this week, really.
Dude, I've been going to bed early.
Like what time?
9:30, getting under covers.
9:30?
Last night I stayed up a little later
Whoa.
because the Knicks game ended at 9:45. I went to the park yesterday, got some sun, called some buddies I haven't called in a while.
Nice.
Shout out Jay. Actually had a really funny conversation with him. I haven't talked to him in a minute. It is funny when you catch up with like someone from that you knew when you were like basically from your college days when we were like 18 to 21. Like it's just funny when you hear like them going through adult stuff
Yeah.
and then you're going through adult stuff. And it's like, dude, we used to fucking
Be so dumb.
yeah, dude. And he was like, dude, he was saying that there. So when we were seniors, I lived in a house with like 12 dudes, and he was on the second floor, and we had a second floor balcony. And I used to just love being on the balcony, like listen to music late night with a couple guys in the house, or just boozing on the balcony late night after going out. And there was one night where I was like cracked. Like, I don't know what I drank. I don't know what I was cracked. And I brought my speaker up to the balcony. And I was in a long distance relationship at the time, so I never had anything going on at night. So I was just chilling up on the balcony, speaker on. And I used to like love trolling my roommates with the song Panini. Have you ever heard that
Hey,
song?
Oh my
Panini.
gosh.
Don't you
That
be
song-
a meanie?
yeah.
Yeah, by Lil Nas X.
Yeah.
Yup.
And I was cracked. And we had like a little futon up there.
Mm-hmm.
And I went up there with it was like a good sized JBL speaker. And I like clicked it on my phone, and then I fell like somewhat asleep on the futon outside.
Mm-hmm.
And it was on a loop. Like when you click a song and you search it, it just loops it.
Yeah.
It was playing for like 15 minutes. Keep in mind, his door is the closest to where the balcony was. And he was indulging in what you could imagine one indulges in college. I get awoken in what feels like hours later. It was like 15 minutes. I went out there. I was like drinking a little bit, and then I fell asleep on the futon. Real stunner night out of me. I get awoken to the door flying open to the balcony. I like wake up and I look, and he was like a bigger kid. He's like 6'3", 6'4", shirtless with like shorts on. Just like, you have to turn this fucking song off. I can't hear Panini any longer. It's been 15 minutes. I was like, oh, dude, I had lost my phone. I had no idea where my phone was. So it played for like another 5 minutes while we like looked for my phone. And while we were looking for my phone, he starts breaking down to me what was going on. He's like, dude, I'm getting the business in there. I listened to Panini for the whole time. And so now it hits me. I was like, dude, are you post-act or you better go back in there? He was like, post-act. I was like, damn, you had a full session of Panini. That's fucking crazy. Like a full session of Panini is a nightmare scenario, dude. And then our neighbors were like this house of all girls. And the next morning we were all like drinking again or whatever. And they were like, dude, who was playing Panini for 15 minutes at 2 a.m? It's like, dude, I have no idea, dude. We were trying to figure it out
Yeah, we
too.
heard that too.
One of the speakers was glitched, dude. My bad. But no, that was just like so funny. He like brought that. He was like, dude, I tell that story to people that have like no idea like who you are, like where I went to school. And just like, I will just like tell that story to people. Like, dude, it's a great story. Yeah. It's a great story of me just being like brain dead. I just remember I've never been more scared than getting woken up like that. I'd be like,
holy.
yeah, and Panini's still blasting, dude. So like he's yelling at me.
Dude, falling
Panini's
asleep to that song is even like more impressive. I feel like.
Yeah, you can make that argument too. You could make that argument too, dude.
That's
you
insane.
could imagine just in your head, hey Panini, don't you be a meanie. He's just trying to just like 15. He said 15 minutes, dude. That song had to have played like 10 times, 5 times.
Probably 5 times.
Probably 5 times.
Yeah, that's a lot.
That's a lot,
That's a lot
though,
of
for
Panini.
Lil Nas X.
Yeah, that's a lot.
It's a lot of Panini. Honestly, a soldier for just powering through, though. I'd be like, dude, this has to turn off. Like, I'm sorry. One, you have to go home. 2, this has to get turned off. But yeah, that was just brutal, funny story. But I guess we can serve some Slate now if you guys are ready.
Let's do it.
Yep.
Let's do it.
Yep.
Let's do it.
Welcome back to Slate Servers, the part of the show where we give you all the plays and parlays you need. On a Wednesday, Lauren came in here and said she was already labbed up.
Already labbed up.
Do we want to start with prize picks then and then go into the straights? Or do we want to, what do we want to do if
Do the
you're already
straights.
labbed? All right.
The normal.
We will do what we normally do. We'll start with the NBA. I just watched the Rockets spread move from 3.5 to 4. Jovan said he needs me to peep Krabs' tweet. Can you pull that up while I lab, Josh?
I can find
Thank
it.
you very much. The Rockets spread just moved from 3.5 to 4. I will not be touching that game now, even though I think the Warriors probably close out the series tonight and beat the Rockets. However, it seems like I also cannot find my feet in this Warriors-Rockets game and this series, so I will not be touching it. However, I will be taking the Lakers minus 5.5. Even though the Timberwolves are red hot, I think if there's one thing I would like to bet on, it's Luka with his back against the wall. This feels like a back against the wall spot.
100%.
The tweet is Goots sending a tweet in their group chat saying back, and it says Kyle Gibson will make his season debut on Tuesday. And then it's a tweet of his stats: 11 hits, 9 runs, a 22 ERA.
Oh no. You gotta respect the optimism, I guess.
Goose
at
is
some
just
point.
like, he's got to atone for these sins.
Yeah.
Like,
During the morning meeting this morning, I was like, Goots, how we doing? He goes, could be better. Like, what's wrong? He's like, the O's just suck. I'm like, dude, I thought something serious was wrong. He's like, oh no, this is serious to me.
Goose at some point is going to have to atone for these sins. At some point, Goots is gonna have to be atoned for these sins, and it might be a visit to the
I
shed.
don't know, dude. I think we leave Goots alone.
I mean, I'm leaving
He's
him
an
alone.
enough rat.
I'm leaving. I actually opened the door in the Bookit Sports group chat last night for Goots to attack me because I've been on
Yeah.
Goots' ace.
You are always up his ace.
And the Knicks lost, and I literally said, Goots, get out of your system. This is your chance. And he didn't take the opportunity, so I think he's really that low.
Well, I think the only reason like people still attack Goots is just because he keeps going with the optimism. And when you do that, when you keep talking, you it's an easy target.
Yes.
Now, if Goots just went like quiet, just MIA, it'd be like, let's maybe leave him alone.
Which is happening.
Yeah, it's
It is.
That's
starting
also
to
just an
happen.
excellent study of like human beings, just like Goots keeping optimism and us trying to beat it out of him. That's like you think we'd be like, yeah, dude, I'd be optimistic too, but we just like beat it out of him.
Why are you so optimistic about your team?
Yeah. That's just like brutal.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
gonna
what we
you know
do.
what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna start building Goots up.
Wow.
Build him up.
Got the worst start of his career out of the way, Goots. Kyle Gibson's still back, dude.
He's going.
You just gotta let him get his feet under him, dude. He's just returned, just got his first start under him, and he had to play a red hot Yankees team. Like that
I mean, yeah,
happens.
That's a tough team to come back.
That's
It
a
is.
tough team
You
to come
know,
back for.
That's
You'd
why I took the hits
rather-
allowed. It's nothing against Kyle Gibson. It's just like he's gonna get touched.
You'd rather him go against the Royals or something. You know what I mean? Like putting him against the Yankees in the fire. That's just tough.
That is
dude.
tough.
tough.
I think the O's can get it back on track. You definitely have the bats to
Need
make
it
a
tonight.
run. You
Starts
just need
tonight.
the pitching.
It starts tonight with Goots on ground.
Yeah,
Yeah, Goots
good.
on
It's
ground. We'll
good.
take the O's for you,
they
Goots.
change it all.
We'll take the O's.
We need Adley to start hitting baseballs again.
I will say the Bookit Sports group chat is the most dead group chat of all
Yeah.
time. People are probably like, dude, we're in a book. It must be sick. You guys just talk all the time. Like we have zero communication.
Well, it's just like if there is communication, normally negative.
Shit
It's
done
just
so
like you
deep.
don't want to like get involved.
And like someone will send a meme or a tweet in, zero responses for like 5 hours.
Yeah.
And then it'll be like someone's team does something fucked, and like 3 people will just be like, yeah, your team sucks, your team sucks.
I read one Colson Loveland chirp in the fucking Bookit chat and just closed. I was like,
Yeah,
I'm
you
not
just
reading
gotta-
anything.
Yeah, no.
Literally not reading
That's
a
what you
single
have
one of
to
these
do.
texts.
Oh, we got to get Daniel in the group chat. Wow, that's crazy if he's not actually in that group chat.
Yeah, I didn't even want to be in that fucking group chat, brother.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Daniel, there's no reason to be in that group chat. I'll be
Protect your
honest with you, dude.
sanity.
It's just fucking Jovan saying "eesh" to someone's team.
Just
doing
people
something dumb.
chirping.
And then someone get Goots on the horn when the Orioles are down 6-0.
It's always Mikey.
I'm going to take the Lakers -5.5 though. I don't think the series ends tonight. I think you're getting Luka back at home. I think Luka's points to max tonight. So I'll be taking that for sure. I think you're going to see a little regression from the Timberwolves as well here going on the road.
Good question. What did you think about Redick not making any subs? Was it the second half of the game?
I don't know what.
That was pretty nuts.
If I'm a
And
Laker,
it was the first time that it's happened since I believe it's been tracked.
if I'm a Laker fan, I feel like you have to trust in his process because I feel like he has the potential to be one of the best coaches.
Yeah.
And this is his first playoff run too.
Oh.
So I think he's also trying to figure it all out as a coach. But I think JJ Redick is one of these coaches where if he considers that a mistake, it will be fixed tonight. For sure.
Mhm.
Like
Yeah.
that mistake, if he believes it's a mistake, will be fixed tonight.
They're
Mhm.
winning tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They're gonna
100%.
smack the shit out of them tonight. I think.
I'm taking the -5.5 for sure.
I'm seeing.
I don't know what I want to
6.5
take for
now.
Luca yet. It's either points or
I think PRA. I think he does.
it could just be
everything. I
PRA.
think he does everything.
I like
tonight.
anything Luka tonight, to be honest. Like I don't
'Cause
think
he-
you could pick one
I
that I
think he
don't
only
like.
had 2 rebounds
His
or 2
assists look
assists and
good
1
too.
rebound
Yeah.
last game.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna bust. He's gonna bust.
Yeah, he might just do everything.
I'm definitely taking the Lakers -5.5 and the Lakers money line in the parlay today. I need to hit the light today.
I also think the Warriors close it out tonight. I think the series is over. I just don't think Houston can play with them.
We moved to the Diamond. Self-proclaimed baseball guys. Josh, I was kind of dialed in on the Red Sox yesterday.
Yeah.
I'm good at picking one
Same
spot.
room.
I'm good at picking one spot. And I think my spot today, first of all, it's a full juiced up slate. We have Luis Severino going against Uvalde. So we have our
Early
ace on the
baseball,
bump.
finally.
Nice goose.
We have our ace on the bump. I wouldn't mind a sprinkle on the Athletics. Josh was so right with the Brewers yesterday. Do we think it's a regression spot for the Brewers today?
Oh, you're way deep in this board. All right.
Yeah, I started at the bottom because I just want to see who's pitching for the Athletics, but I can move my way
I
back
don't
to
know.
the
We're
top.
good. I would not. I don't know. I'd probably take. I kind of like the under in this game. Not gonna lie.
Okay.
I feel like, yeah, I like the under in this game. I feel like Shane Smith's actually not bad. This
Okay.
White Sox pitcher. It's 7.5 total with these two teams. 2 no-name pitchers as well, pretty much.
I don't mind Phillies minus 1.5 shot against the Nationals today. Do we think the Cubs report? Do we have a report on the Cubs
I mean, yeah, we're gonna beat the shit out of them.
with Matthew Boyd?
Yeah.
Lauren, do we have the
Beat
Rangers
shit out.
report?
I just hope our bats can stay hot, but yeah, I think we win. I'm a little nervous. I think Evaldi gets a little touched up today, though.
Wow.
I do.
Maybe an A's team total potentially?
What's it at?
Probably 4.5. I would assume. That's what it's normally at. I can check right now, though. A's team total is at 3.5 minus 130.
Yeah.
That's low as ma.
Yeah, I mean, after just absolutely getting punked yesterday, probably not a bad look.
Might have to leave the team total at the door. We have early baseball, 11:45. Cardinals take on the Reds. I believe they play 2 games today. The first game takes place at 11:45 a.m. Mikolas versus Singer. That matchup was supposed to take place yesterday. I assume it got rained out. What do we do with an 11:45 a.m.? I know Josh is a system for the standalone games.
Yeah, we got to take the under. Going to have to. I feel like Michaelis has been free to overs this year as well. So maybe just fade that one time for the one time.
And then maybe take the over in game 2.
Maybe. I really want the Cardinals to win, honestly, because the Reds are the only team that are close with us right now.
You want the Cardinals to win?
Yeah.
Okay. Mikolas after a masterclass as well from Snacks and Chat. We move to the ice. How do you not just take the Capitals to close it out? Canadian teams in an elimination spot. How do you not take the Capitals to close it out? Lightning Panthers. I feel like we talked about this series a little bit. Maybe it's just the Panthers.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I have no like actual reason for this. I just kind of feel like the Lightning make this a series and send it back to Miami.
I feel like last episode we talked about this, so that's what we've said every game. And that's what everyone has said every game. It's just like the Lightning are going to get back. But who knows? Maybe it's today. I don't know anything. Blues Jets. I saw Nick Yale, resident, which by the way, it was his birthday yesterday. We forgot to announce that on the show, but it was his birthday. He had quite the birthday. Blues. He posted out a story the other day. I saw it and it said the Blues obviously came back and won last game. And he said, this reminds me of whatever year that the Blues won the cup. And he said, this is going to spurn the turnaround and we have a chance to do it again like we did last time. I'm going to go ahead and whale the Jets today.
Minus 185.
If there's one thing we've learned about this company, you don't get 2.
You don't get 2.
Nick might have had the most legacy birthday of all birthdays I've ever heard in my entire life yesterday. So I'm going to go ahead and say the Blues get absolutely banged out today. And I'm going to go ahead and whale the Jets. Just off principle of you can't get 2 in this company.
You can't get 2.
And especially if we're liking the Cardinals. Definitely not getting the Blues.
Definitely can't get
3.
He ain't getting 3.
He might get 2 today with the Cardinals. We can't give him 3 with the St. Louis Blues. So I'm going to be absolutely wailing the Jets today.
Also, I feel like this line is pretty telling. It's a massive money line, I feel like. Minus 185 in the playoffs.
Massive.
Especially with how good the Blues have been.
I also maybe I don't hate the over in the Panthers Lightning game too. I figure if the Lightning win, they finally have to start scoring. Okay. They have to.
Gonna have to sell out too. Oh, pull goalie early.
Yes, dude. I like that too. All right, let's go to Prize Picks. Lauren already labbed up. I'm going to give Lauren the floor for a solid 5 minutes. So go ahead.
Yep. Let me make sure everything is still up.
Take your time. Take your time. Take your time.
I did lock it
Take your
in
time.
early.
Take your time.
Let's take a look. Of course, it is gone. Okay.
Take your time. Take your time. Take your time. Take your time.
Okay. Well, my favorite square of the day was Shane Smith hits allowed. They had his normal square up at 4.5. It is now gone.
Okay.
You can get his goblin at 3.5.
Okay.
Even Jackson Job is bumped up. That's good.
Okay.
Do you want me to just give you the goblin, or do you want me to get back in the lab and get you a normal square?
I want you to do whatever feels right for you.
How about you come back to me?
Okay.
Come back to me.
We can also do a 6-piece. I like when we do 6-piece when Lauren's on. I would like to do a 3-piece and then a 6-piece if that's
do
chill
that.
with everybody in the crowd.
Can we please cook a 6-piece just hit lay?
Yeah,
Or
we
lineup.
absolutely can.
Yeah.
I would actually love to do that. And let's make a graphic.
That's so
for it.
fun to sweat.
I do want to shout out too. I like doing this very frequently. I want to shout out our graphics guy, Daniel.
Go.
I mean, when you guys see all the stuff that we put out on not only Instagram, Twitter, but thumbnails on YouTube, I mean, he just does it all. And I don't think we give him enough credit in the public. And he just like is actually a grinder. And we ask a lot of him, and he always gets it done. And he's a freaking world traveler, dude. You'll text him one night he's in Shanghai, the next night he's in Liverpool. I don't know how the kid moves the way he moves, but I just want to shout out Daniel. He's absolutely goated. Always want to give flowers to the people that are working hard behind the scenes, as well as Ethan too, our editor that gets everything done for the videos that you guys see that
Absolutely.
that get the views. Without them, we don't get the views that we get. Also behind the scenes, I'm not going to shout out Goots because the Orioles suck. So, but he is also behind the scenes. All right, here we go, Josh. We didn't announce it. We did hit our 2-piece yesterday.
Yes, we did. Yes, we did. Yes, we did.
OG Anunoby fantasy with Josh's Ian Happ Smackaroli. Josh, while Lauren's back in lab, do you have a Cubs report
I
for
do.
me? We
I'm
found
gonna-
his new Jan Gums, by the way. Remember
Oh,
when Josh would be
really?
like, it's
Yeah.
Jan Gums day?
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to be
It's
Ian
Ian
Happ
Happ.
Day today, but
Ooh.
I think it's going to be a Michael Bush
Actually-
Day.
What happened to Young Gums?
He's out of league.
Yeah, I mean, he was
Yeah.
junk. That's why I'd be hysterical when Josh picked him out, because he was like
I was gonna-
38.
I was
to be
like, I
like,
haven't
dude,
heard
it's
that
Jan
name in a
Gums day.
Yeah,
minute.
he's out of league.
Okay.
I think
That's
it's going
why
to be
it was
Michael
so
Bush
funny.
Day. He hasn't done shit the last 3 games. Hits, runs, RBIs. I think he's got a good matchup today against a righty. I think he busts today.
I don't have
I
words.
love PCN. It just he's just been too good. Like you can't really pick a spot with him. He just hits every game. It seems like. So it's like I don't really want to get
Who is this?
Go for the
Michael
green.
Bush?
Michael Bush.
Michael Bush.
Michael Bush.
I mean, I've been absolutely shysting on this guy, but Taylor Ward and Mike Trout have really weird charts for today, and they're both up for 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs, and normal square. Maybe Taylor Ward, because I just feel like if I have to root for Mike Trout and he doesn't do it, I'm just gonna it would ruin a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
Do we like Taylor Ward potentials?
I hate it.
Let's go take a look.
I'm
Let's go
gonna
see who he's facing today.
put tentative Taylor Ward.
I don't hate it.
Tentative Taylor Ward.
Where's he?
I actually love that. Why would we not take
1 month till PLL round. Let's go. Also,
on.
we have a couple days till WNBA, correct?
Oh, is it this week?
I think we're getting close.
Wait, were you a Emerson Hancock guy? No, just Bryce Miller.
No, just Bryce Miller. Bryce Miller and Logan Gilbert were my
Yeah.
guys. Why is Emerson goated?
No, I was just curious. Yeah, I can get behind that.
Okay.
What's speaking to you about that?
Just weird chart.
Fair enough.
It was either him or Trout.
Okay. Well, let me look at Trout really quick.
May 2nd. Yeah. Oh, it's a preseason. Sorry.
Oh, just pre?
That's May 2nd. The regular season starts
Yeah, let's do it.
May 16th.
Okay.
I like Ward.
Sky play the Fever first game.
Wow.
Damn.
I don't know
what?
if Caitlin will play a lot in the preseason, though.
No. That's not the preseason. That's the regular season.
Wow.
Yeah. Not the
Shit.
first game of the season, but the first game that both of them play. They play.
Maybe a quick STFU take the Fever.
I'm going to be taking the Sky in that game. I'm going to have to.
I fucking bet,
I'm
dude.
going to have to.
I fucking bet. Lauren, do we have a square for the 3-piece, and then we'll do the hit line?
Yeah, I'm actually gonna. Everyone thought I was going Goblin. I'm gonna give you a demon.
Whoa.
Yep, it's gonna be
Wow.
Job. More than 5.5 hits allowed. I
Whoa.
think he gets touched.
Holy shit.
Whoa.
I think he gets touched.
Jackson Job, demon from Lauren.
Haven't
Michael Bush hits, runs, RBIs, and Taylor Ward hits, runs, RBIs, all more than. Look at Lauren giving out some deems,
Mhm.
dude.
haven't the
Catching everyone
Tigers
a little off
pitchers
guard.
been like so dialed too? I'm pretty sure
yeah.
they have.
Yeah,
So,
he's been pretty good too.
I like that.
Wow.
Yeah, I think those Astros.
1.5 earned runs allowed is a gob.
Yeah, I almost gave the demon 2.5
Yeah.
earned runs, but I think he gets 6
It's
hits.
crazy that 1.5 is a gob.
All right, let's do a hit lineup.
Okay.
Everyone give 2 guys to get a hit. Let's start deep on the slate. I'm gonna start deep on the slate.
Oh, dude.
Just one hit. That's all you need to get. Is just one.
Well, I
hit.
have in my little 3 guys that I posted, I did Tatis.
I
But
love
that's
that.
probably like so.
I love that. I don't care. I don't.
Minus 250.
I do not care. We can definitely go back to that. That is, you will never talk me off of a.
I mean, if you just want to talk about someone who's probably going to get a hit.
Give me a Tommy Edman hit.
Oop, yep. Love. Tatis.
Tommy
Edmund.
Edman.
Yeah.
Love that.
He just always beats them in bad teams.
Can I potentially give Lou Bob?
Sure. I mean, dude, anyone we saying this, if they don't fucking get a hit, they suck.
I do agree with that as well.
I tell you, you'd be surprised.
There's some guys up for no.
I'm gonna go. I might go Lou Bob and Soto.
Okay.
Soto didn't get a hit last game.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
$1 Million Man.
Soto.
Who does Josh like?
Edmund.
Edmund.
Tommy Edman.
Okay.
And I'll give you.
Also, just so you know, from when Christian Campbell, I took him to get a hit and he didn't. The next 4 games, 1 hit, 2 hit, 2 hit, 2 hit. So
Yep.
it's class.
I think he went yard yesterday.
Oh, good.
Yep.
No, that's
Yeah, that's good.
good.
Let's keep it nice and easy. Let's go Aaron Judge half a hit.
I
Yeah,
love that
I
too.
love it.
Nice and easy.
That's just
That's how you don't
literally-
overthink it.
Yeah.
That's just like
Tatis,
actually keeping it
Judge.
so easy.
And of course, I'm going to bring it home with a Ranger. Why would I not? Where
This is
are
gonna
they?
be like a 4x.
Hey, we're at a 6x 5.
Tatis, Tommy.
Peterson, he ain't getting a hit, man. Jonah
Tommy
Heim's
Edmonds
been hot.
Big.
Dude, Marcus Simeon went like 3 for 3 yesterday. And then like a walk.
You call your shot with him. I know you hate him.
Nine.
Connor
Ed-
Chiote, I understand why you'd be done with
Edmund
Brett.
has no hits off the guy he's facing. Good.
Money Talk Sports says this is my specialty. Verdugo and Quan -120 for that 2 leg. Oh, I'll place that. Money Talk Sports.
This is my special.
This guy's getting hits. What do you like, Lauren? Who's our last guy? Who's filling out the shoes?
We know who it is. Mr. Wyatt Langford.
I like that too.
Greatest baseball player there is.
Wyatt Langford. All right, this will be posted on the TMA account, but it's Lou Bob, Soto, Judge, Tatis, Tommy Edmund, Wyatt Langford, all to get a hit. 8.4x. What do you know about it?
Dude, it's so fun to sweat though.
Ah, man,
It's
I'm
so
in,
fun.
dude. I'm all the way in.
It's an easy sweat. Too.
Yeah, if you just
gotta
go
watch
do
the
your
one guy.
job, 8x your money.
Literally 8x your money.
You know?
Like people, I just think don't understand. 8x if 6 guys get. It's almost 2 free. I'm just kidding.
Infinity money glitch right here.
It's literally infinity money glitch. I'm not even kidding. Infinity money glitch. All right, let's cook my parlay. And then we'll get out of here, keeping the doctor away. I need to hit a parlay. Also, PODs. Josh, why don't you start us off?
Dude, you know what? They've been treating me well. They lost 2 in a row. I'm just gonna go back to the Cubs -1.5. I think they beat the shit out of the Pirates today. I don't think it.
Who's
It's gonna be
pitching
a
for the
game at all.
Pirates? Moldinsky.
It is yeah. I have no Miadinsky or
Yeah,
whatever the fuck it is.
Moldinsky.
Yeah, I have no idea how to pronounce
y'all
that.
should.
Matthew Boyd's throwing
Crack
today.
his back.
It's even money too. So
First leg, Lakers money line. Second leg,
Mm-hmm.
ooh, I might go Pablo Lopez and Twins against the guards. You guys like that or not?
Let's see.
Yeah, Matthew, think about how many guys are going to get hits today. We just need 6.
Exactly.
what's your POD, Mikey?
I'm going to go
Twins could be sharp.
thinking maybe the Actually, give me the Winnipeg Jets. Should I take the -1.5 or team total? Because it's -185.
-1.5.
All right, Winnipeg Jets -1.5.
LC, POD.
Or you can pick our over of the day.
Or you can pick the over the day.
day.
You can either POD or over of the day.
All right. Let's look. I kind of want to go back to the Red Sox for the over.
I don't hate that either. The Red Sox are
Giolito on mound.
Giolito's in the league.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You're
The
telling me they're not
fuck?
going to pipe him?
Should I put that over in the lay?
Oh my gosh, dude. It is.
The power just
storming.
flicking.
Let's drive back to Dallas. It's gonna be Moose.
Yeah, you might want to wait.
9.5
All right, so the
plus
over.
100.
Yeah, he might get his shit smoked.
Or should I just take the Jays team total?
You do that too?
What's the Jays team
But it
total?
looks like the Jays don't even have a pitcher in yet, so that they might have a bullpen game going. So
Yeah, it's probably
you
a
want
bullpen.
both sides probably.
Yeah, I think
It
that.
is plus 100 though. Why is it Why is it chicken?
It's 9.5, right?
Yeah.
It's pretty high. It's not like it's like a low total.
All right, I'll take that
It's the
over.
highest total on the board that's not in cores.
Mhm.
I will take that over, and then I will round it off with the Winnipeg Jets money line. Plus 346. That's today's parlay of the day. We've got Lakers, the over in the Red Sox, Blue Jays, and the Jets ML.
You don't have to take that in your parlay. That was for the over the day.
No, but I like it.
Oh, you like it? Okay.
Yeah, I like where we're at. I like that.
You like the Twins too.
Josh, we should give our Champions League picks because we might be the worst in the world at that. We gave Arsenal yesterday in the over, and they lost 1-0. So shut up. Barcelona, Inter Milan, Josh. This is our lick back. I think we go Barca minus 1.5. And the over 2.5.
Give me the draw.
Daniel with the under yesterday.
Give me the draw. That's a draw game.
You're drawing that
I'm
game?
drawing that game.
Wow.
I'm drawing that game.
All right, Josh's going to go draw. I'm going to go Barca minus 1.5. Tell you, you
So,
guys pick which one you
Go
like
ahead
better.
and take Inter minus 1.5.
Go to take Inter minus 1.5 and that over. I'm going to take Barca minus 1.5 in the over.
It's literally gonna be 2-0 Inter.
Yeah, you guys are welcome for the under 2.5.
Gotta go under, and Inter's gonna win.
You guys are welcome for Inter minus 1.5 and the under 2.5. You're welcome. You guys are welcome. I do this for you. I give these out for you guys. Other than that, are we feeling good about our lineups?
I think
Feeling
so.
great.
My early morning NBA lineup today, I know someone DM'd me about it. I'm not going to act like a bunch of people did. It was just one dude. He was like, you cooked this morning? Luka and Curry points. I'm back against the wall. Just back against the wall.
Mm-hmm.
Closeout spot for the Warriors and Luka to go
yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
Back against the wall.
I
You're
need,
telling
to
me?
put, I need to put him in something.
Luka?
Mm-hmm.
We can shift something up. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, everyone want to say goodbye and we'll end the episode like we always do.
We'll be everyone. Have a great day.
Peace, chat.
Peace.
Welcome back to the end of the episode where we do what we like to call Mikey Core, where we talk about some things that maybe I'm learning on this mental health journey that I'm going through that maybe can help you through yours. So obviously I'm still into Marcus Aurelius. I'm still into the whole philosophy bit. And I wanted to tell you guys a quote that sat with me rather heavily last night. And I wanted to say it to you guys to maybe help with the way that you guys are thinking about things and the way that I think about things, and kind of, I like learning about things that potentially adjust my mindset and that make me think a little different and that make me act a little different. And one of the quotes that Marcus Aurelius said in his meditations was, "The happiness of your life depends on the quality of your thoughts." And I think that one kind of rang home for me because so many times in life, we just kill ourselves in GTA with negative thoughts. We say we're not enough. We say we don't look good enough. We say what we're doing is not enough. And we just murder ourselves in GTA with our own thoughts. And it can be so detrimental to your relationships, to your professional life, to your family life, to just the people that you spend time around. And I think that quote kind of hit me because I think you do realize that the happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. If you're thinking good things and you're having positive self-talk and you're treating yourself right, you're just going to be a happier person. And I think that is a fact. And I think too many times we don't realize that a lot of the life that comes through us comes from our own thoughts. When we go into a situation thinking it's going to suck, it normally sucks because we put that energy out there into the world. When we go into a situation thinking, oh, this will be fun, I'm going to make sure I have fun, you normally always have fun. And yeah, maybe sometimes you think the best of a situation, it doesn't work out, but guess what? That's life and that happens, and that's okay too. And I think just understanding that the life that you live really comes from the space between your ears and the thoughts that you think. And you can be a positive person in a negative situation if you're thinking positive things and you're telling yourself you're going to get through it and you're telling yourself you can do it. You're going to get through it. You're going to do it because you're telling yourself that. And I think too many times when something goes wrong or we go through a bad situation at work or things just aren't clicking, we tell ourselves we're not going to do it and we're not enough and we can't get through it. And that's why we end up not getting through it and why it takes longer to get through it. And I think just that quote kind of sat with me yesterday, that the happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts and not the quantity, the quality of them. So take one step forward today. I know how hard it can be. And hell, we're going to take steps backwards in this thing we call life. We've seen it every single time we do this show. It happens. But I think we've learned through doing this show that the real value comes from the attempt and not the result of taking that step forward. So be the stronger person today and take that step forward. I love you. If you haven't heard that today, I love you. Thank you guys so much for tuning in today. We really, really appreciate Lauren, as always, for coming on. And we will see you here tomorrow, same time, same place. Make sure you go tune into BTL today. All you got to do is refresh your stream. They'll be up and moving momentarily. I love you guys so much. Have a phenomenal Wednesday. We're almost at the weekend. I love you guys so much.